Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Happy Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I don't even know what day it is today. It's been a while since I've been able to do a video. I've been just crazy busy for sure, working on some things. Got the old money doesn't want you to win t-shirts. I gotta remind myself to share that with you guys today. Ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely love that for sure. Securitize. I said this, I don't know how many years ago, but I said do not sleep on Securitize. And they continue to make more and more moves. I've been an account holder for a minute, as we like to say. But they continue to make some news. I'm very excited, make some moves. I'm very excited about Flare Networks and what they're doing in crowdfunding as well with this new partnership with, is it crowdfunding? We're going to go over that as well. Very interesting, very interesting stuff. We're going to go over the market just briefly because, you know, the market is doing what the market does. We'll get into that for just a second. So guys, listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news. And around 0 to 10 freaking minutes, the total cryptocurrency market cap is at 1 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is at 37.5%. That's exciting. That's exciting to see that finally. So 1 trillion, 1.01 trillion. Bitcoin's at $19,847. Ethereum's at $1,540. And XRP is at 32 cents. Look at this on the 7 days. Still a lot of reds in the market. Still a lot of freaking reds in the market. Let me go over this real quick before I forget. Here's the old money doesn't want you to win. Absolutely love this. Got it in different colors, and we also have it available for the ladies. So this is actually like a blue. It's not black, but we do have a black, a gray, a white, and just a flat out blue. There's a gray. Gray looks really cool. That's a straight black, and this is like a navy blue. And here's the ladies joint. Let's see if I can pull up the ladies here. There's the ladies. I like that. Looks really good. And you can see the different colors here. If you want to grab one, I'll make sure I leave a link in the description. This black. Here's a red. There's a gray. There's a blue. There's a pink. And I don't know, maybe that wasn't pink. There's a pink right there. So definitely check it out. Be sure to leave a link in the description. I don't know, guys. This market is just, you know what it is? The market is just doing what it does. Absolutely just doing what it does. So yeah, so my journey with GlenPay, I forgot to tell you, it's been really good. I like it. I like to be able to add funds there. It's very cool. It's very simple. So, you know, adding more gold, adding more silver, getting back to my days of when I just had tons of gold and silver, getting back to those days. Again, because I told you guys from the beginning, I sold all my gold and all my silver to enter into the digital asset space. I don't know, in 2016, early 2017. This is a very interesting writer from Stuart Alderati, and Jimmy James Filan shared this. And I think this is important because we can't ever forget that the Rosalind Layton's article as a contributor on Forbes about Gary Gensler resigned was spot on. Unfortunately, you know, she did have to remove it and put up a revised version. And I'm not buying that she decided to do that on her own, the whole revised version. I'm not buying it. But in any case, Jimmy James shared this. Stuart Alderati admonishes Gary Gensler. What we need is this is a quote, what we need is regulatory clarity for crypto, not the SEC swinging its billy club to protect its turf at the expense of more than 40 million Americans in the crypto economy. I mean, it cannot be any better said than that from Stuart Alderati, holding no punches. Just speaking the absolute truth. But again, will you have the courage, my friends, my dudes, my gals, will you have the courage to put your vote where your generational wealth lies, your future generational wealth lies. Well, you have the courage to do it because this guy, without question, was ushered to the front of the room by the powers that be, the banking regulators, to do their bidding. Ushered to the front of the room. And like Mr. Tom Emmer says, this dude was publicly selected. I mean, he was privately, I should say, selected. Privately selected, not publicly elected. We should never ever forget that. Gary Gensler from Stuart Alderati. Gary Gensler's latest Wall Street Journal commentary proves that the SEC's priority is to protect its turf at the expense of the 40 million Americans in the crypto economy. I responded, explaining how his agency's actions are actually leaving consumers holding the bag. So it looks like Stewart did op-ed of his own, dated August 20th, looks like. And the SEC treats crypto like the rest of the capital markets. Securities and Exchange Commission Chairman Gary Gensler points to SEC as the cop on the beat for crypto. Mr. Gensler is pushing aside his fellow regulators and front-running President Biden's executive order, which directed agencies to collaborate on establishing clear regulatory framework for crypto. Nicely done, Mr. Alderati, pointing that out, that he's front-running the president. Mr. Gensler writes that whether a car runs on gas or electricity, you still need a seatbelt. No one disputes that. But electric cars don't need gas. And in his analogy, it is gas that the SEC is selling. Mr. Gensler looks to punish anyone who isn't buying it. The SEC's shakedown of BlockFi led to a mess. And by the way, BlockFi caved. They were not number one. They weren't the best. That was Celsius, not BlockFi. Let me say it again. They were not the best. They did not have the number one in terms of assets under management. They were not. It was Celsius. It was Celsius, not BlockFi. Let me say it again. Don't get it twisted. Alex Mashinsky did what a lot of CEOs do. Got the God complex and made mistakes. But do not discredit the fact that they were number one in assets under management, number one in loans, not BlockFi. So the SEC shakedown of BlockFi led to a mess. BlockFi ended up on the auction block, and two other companies with similar businesses went belly up. And speaking of making mistakes, I'm not buying the whole BitBoy thing. I don't give the dude a pass. His reputation speaks for himself. He was a guy. He's cleaned it up. He was a guy who was shilling, sham and scam and sham and scam one after another, and letting the poor innocent victims figure it out for themselves. That's what he was. That's what he was. At least Alex Mashinsky created something for the world to use, especially in the US, and voice on the internet protocol. At least he did that. What has BitBoy been doing? So forgiving him and like he made a mistake. Yeah, where's the condolences and the acknowledgement that Alex Mashinsky made a mistake? At least Alex was a serial entrepreneur with 2 or 3 billion unicorns that he gifted. That he gifted and made our lives better. BitBoy didn't do that. So he was being a bully, flat out. In my opinion, he was trying to bully someone. He wasn't trying to protect his image. He's trying to bully someone. And when he realized that people recognize the bullying situation, no one's going to put up 100 grand just because. They put up the 100 grand because they recognized that BitBoy was being a bully. And it was clear for people who had their eyes open. That's what he was doing, being a bully. So consumers weren't protected. They were left holding the bag. What we need is, that's a powerful statement. What we need is regulatory clarity for crypto, not the SEC swinging its billy club to protect this turf at the expense of more than 40 million Americans in the crypto economy. Yeah, that's right. And something about that whole bullying thing that just rubs me the wrong way. That is, in fact, what he was trying to do. In fact, because he's letting his little millions get to his head. That's what he's doing. And he tried to bully that dude. So I'm not cheering him or applauding him because he decided, I really don't want to get into a fight. No, thank you. So let me see what else I got here. I wanted to share this with you guys. Oh man, because it could go south on him real quick. and that bullying thing would that mantra would start to get out on social media. That's why I got out of it. Not because he got a kind heart and he, any of that madness. Nah, you're not fooling me, buddy. You're not fooling me. All right, so what else we got here? So U.S. Senator Ted Cruz says Texas will continue to be the center for crypto innovation. Okay, well, how about answering your constituents, one of your constituents, emails there, bro? How about starting with that one? So this is interesting from Flair. We are happy to announce the launch of a novel crowdfunding launchpad in partnership with a Swiss blockchain software and infrastructure firm, Lena Blockchain. Flair plus Lena Instruments equals crowdfunding by Lena Instruments. What happened there? Let me go. I'm going to do the short version. I'm not going to read the Medium article. I'm just going to go over their tweet if I can get this to work right. Interesting stuff with this concept that they got going on here. So here's kind of a roundabout summary. What is crowdfunding? Crowdfunding is a launchpad that's designed to bring a new dimension to the concept of crowdfunding, with contributors gaining exclusive access to carefully curated crypto projects and unique benefits while retaining safe custody of their principal investment. How is it different? Crowdfunding contributions come from the rewards earned by contributors Wrapped, Spark Token, and Songbird Capital. I freaking love what Flair Networks doing. Flair Networks is saying, okay, YouTubers, you want to get your crypto on the cheap and just put it on the ledger and hang out? Cool, you go right ahead. We are going to reward the people who are participating. I freaking love it. Absolutely love it. I'm rethinking the crypto IRA for the young folks. I'm rethinking it. Not for me. I'm sticking with my dividend paying cash value. For me, the benefits outweigh the taxes. For me, it outweighs the taxes. I like the flexibility. I like being able to control my capital, be in control of my own bank. I like all that. For me, but I'm considering giving the nod for the crypto IRAs for people at kind of a certain age. We'll get into it a little bit more. I got to check it out a little bit more. Again, CEO, cool, nice guy, spoke with them. Crypto, not traditional Roth IRAs. Crypto. I'm leaning a little bit more towards that now. So we'll see. Through this unique model, says Flair Networks, crowdfunding provides one of the most secure and low-risk crowdfunding mechanisms in the industry. Users can dedicate anything from 1% to 100% of the rewards that their principal generates to fund the projects, all while retaining their original investment. I love it. So you're going to be able to, wrap, delegate, hold it, and still be able to participate in the crowdfunding. That's what it sounds like to me. Genius in freaking motion. In return for their contributions, users will have access to an IOU of the project's token available before the token generation event, which will be listed by a number of Flair's decentralized exchange partners. For projects launching on crowdfunding, the major benefit is they receive a regular cash flow that comes in at the end of each reward epoch. Got it. Excited for crowdfunding. So these projects are getting some stuff coming in from the people who are rapping and delegating. And in return, the people rapping and delegating and participating, not just putting their stuff on the Legend Nano, hanging out, and for the entire duration of their community's contributions. I like it. So let me say that again. For projects launching on crowdfunding, the major benefit is they receive a regular cash flow that comes in at the end of each reward epoch, and for the entire duration of their community's contribution. Absolutely love it. Genius in motion is Flare Networks. Genius in motion. So I was very, very curious. I mean, that doesn't really. Crypto Eddie put something out about Link2 and people in Link2 dropping contributors or sponsors. I don't know. But then, because I was kind of curious if people were going to continue to promote that, and for a couple of days there wasn't, but then there was. So in any case, wondering if they're still doing it. I'm liking Link2 moving towards crowdfunding and providing more access. I do like that move. So yeah, very, very curious. If you know any more about that, and did they drop the promotion thing or sponsors, sponsoring people or not? I gotta find out about that. If you know, let me know in the comments, guys. If you know, let me know in the freaking comments. Don't sleep on Securitize, guys. Don't sleep on, like I said years and years and years ago, don't sleep on Securitize.io. Don't sleep. It's the future. Investments, Ripple. I know Ripple invested in this platform as well, and I believe SBI as well. Don't quote me on that. Ask Crypto Eddie, but I believe SBI as well. Guys, don't sleep. Do not sleep on freaking Securitize. But there it is, guys. There it is. Old money doesn't want you to win. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description if you'd like to grab you some gear. And let old money know that you're not sleeping on it. You know what's up, that you know the real deal. All right, guys, look, I am going to end this freaking video like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it.